Squarespace. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. It is a mural process video because I got to paint a mural this month, and it was a pretty quick one, a very small wall that is part of the storefront that I'm part of in Japatown, San Jose. I share this storefront with a couple of our other artists and San Jose Maid who runs it for us. It's called Moment Japatown and it's really cute. We've been here for over a year now, and there's a blank wall in the front that we've been meaning to paint this whole time. So we decided to do some kind of collaboration painting. I volunteered to paint it because I have mural experience, and I ended up designing some fun way to incorporate all three of our artwork, which was to have like one of my characters holding their character's merch and just surrounded by all the different characters. So it was an interesting idea because all of our art styles are so different, and especially mine, it's a little more like adult and realistic, I guess, compared to Thousand Skies and Genevieve Santos, who goes by Le Petit Elephant. Both of them do more cute characters and animals, things like that. So I thought it would be a fun way to represent all of us and Japatown as well. Hello, I'm prepping for a mural. It's going to be a little one right here on this wall. It's the side of my shop that I have with a couple of other artists and San Jose Maid. You can see my logo there. But yeah, I'm going to be painting on this wall here. And oops. And I have my stuff with me. I just wanted to show you really quick what day one looks like. So I'm going to be painting the outline. I'm projecting it. So I brought my projector, and here I have my iPad, which I'm going to connect to the projector and project the image. And then I have the power cable, an HDMI cable, and a HDMI to USB-C dongle, and then the USB-C cable that connects to my iPad. So I'll show you guys all later once it's set up, but all of that. And I also have a external battery charger just in case I start running out of battery here, and also my phone since I'm recording. So I'm recording the process. I also brought my tripod and like my thing of water. So yeah, it shouldn't be too long today. It's such a small wall, so projecting might only take like less than an hour, probably. I'd say like 20-30 minutes. So yeah, easy today. I'll show you more of the paint stuff in a little bit.
Hello Ramona, I mistook you for a dream.
Okay, we're painting that wall. We got an extension cord coming out for the projector. It's gonna hook it up. We're gonna put it on that. I'm gonna use that to paint on there. Got a little tarp. Got some watered down paint, black paint. All right. So I tried to document all of my processes as well as I could. The projection process is very simple. I think just prepping for it is the most work. So like having the image file ready, getting all the cables and the projector, and making sure that the extension cord's long enough wherever you're plugging it in. Not everybody projects for the mural. I like to make really accurate drawings, and I want the faces to look proportional and correct. So it's a lot easier to use a projector, and it's not cheating, definitely, because it's my own art. I'm not like tracing a photo or anything. I've heard that argument before, but you can definitely freehand if you want to, if you're good at sketching really large, because I think that's the hard part, is like you're not drawing small in front of you, you're drawing way bigger, and it's hard to see when you're really up close. So yeah, I enjoy projecting, and I use some watered down black paint, and it gets a little messy. All of their eyes end up crying. They look like they're crying, so it looks really funny, but it makes it so much faster, and all you really need is like the basic shape down and everything, so it's gonna get covered anyway.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
After that, I went to get some paint, and I tried to save money for this mural, so I used a lot of the paint from my old murals, which I love keeping the extra of. It's so useful. And I didn't really plan out the colors for this mural, but it ended up working out so well because I was using old paint and all of it kind of worked in their own color palettes already. So the only paint I needed to buy were some like darker greenish color for the Spam Musubi character, and then like a brown and a yellow and a red, I think, for the corgi, and like a pale yellow, and I guess I didn't have a red. I don't really work with yellows or reds very often, so yeah, that was interesting. And I ended up picking up more brushes, some paint palettes, and more tape. So again, like I said, I save all of the paint from my old projects and try to reuse it as much as possible. Some of it's really old and it got really thick and separated, so you kind of have to like keep shaking your paint if you're going to store it. Or if it thickens and kind of dries out a little, you can add Floetrol, which I will show you later in this video, and it will help you thin it back out. If you're looking for the best kind of paint for murals, I recommend Behr, which is the brand that Home Depot carries. It really is like the best paint. It spreads out really well. It has primer in it already. It's very opaque, so your like coverage is really good. You only have to do one layer. I've worked with a couple of other brands and none of them have held up as well as Behr, so I'm not sponsored by them, but that would be cool. Once the drawing is down, you just start filling flat colors, and it goes by pretty fast. That's usually the easiest place to get help from other people. It's like a giant coloring book. Just have them fill in the sections and try to keep it as neat as possible. once all of the colors are filled, straightening any edges, making sure that all of the whites or the texture is filled in, because that's kind of hard sometimes. You have to really like scrub at a wall to get every hole filled with paint. But once all that is done, then I will do my inking, and I ended up doing like a dark purple black ink color or draw outline color, and I added some Floetrol to that to thin it out and help it flow. So the last step for me was to do the outlines. It was kind of interesting painting in Japatown because most of my other murals I've worked on have been a little bit more private, but this one is like right in the front and center of Japatown, and so many people walk by and are like commenting on it as I'm working, and it's a little distracting, honestly. Like there was one point where I was up high on the ladder and I was kind of nervous, and someone kept asking me questions and I didn't want to like turn around to look at them, so it was kind of awkward. I don't know. But a lot of kids that were like really excited about the dumpling and all the characters, really. It's really cute. Everybody had their favorites. But it started getting really hot in the week, and I had to work when the sun was out because it's too dark at night, and so I was just in the sun, and at one point I did get sunburnt even though I put on sunblock, so yikes. Yeah, if you're gonna paint a mural, make sure you have plenty of sunblock and you're reapplying. But yeah, I'm glad I finished it, and I did it just in time for Nikki Matsuri Festival, which is like a Japanese festival we have here in San Jose. And it was so crowded, so many dogs, and I think it looked really good in the sun in front of everybody. So yeah, I had so much fun painting this mural, and I hope everybody likes it. Hey guys, now that I'm done painting the mural, I'm going to go ahead and show you the essential stuff that I ended up needing, and I guess tips for if you're going to do a mural. Okay, the best thing I have, best piece of advice, is to get one of these cards. I got mine at Costco a long time ago for like $60, I think, but there might be more pricey now. A water bottle, a big one, because Sometimes, like, you're in the sun, you don't realize how much you're sweating and how much water you're using, so don't get dehydrated. Water buckets, different paintbrushes, a tarp. This one was actually too small, but I made do. A rubber mallet for closing your paint cans, paper towels, extra water, brushes. If you can get some of these tools, from like your hardware store, they're very useful. They're good for opening paint cans. This little comb part is good for cleaning brushes. There's probably a lot more uses that I don't even realize. It says 15 in 1 for this one, so very useful. They also sell like containers like this that they have a little magnet on them here to hold like your paintbrush. They're supposed to come with liners. I just use them like this, and then when the paint dries, I'll peel it out. Very useful. This I just found out about. It's called Floetrol, and it kind of helps you thin out your paint a little so that it's easier and smoother for like textured walls. You can also use some water, but not too much. So yeah, I think that's about it for the tools. I always also bring this giant bag with battery charger, tripod, phone charger, speakers so I can listen to music, a knife, like a multi-tool, sunglasses, sunblock, hat. Yeah, all of those things, because you got to protect yourself from the sun. And a jacket, windbreaker, whatever you need. Because even though it's not even that hot out today, I was sweating and sunburnt. I was like direct sunlight, so it's kind of hard. Oh yeah, and rags. You need a lot of rags. I only had one, so I brought paper towels, but if you have a bunch of rags, that's more helpful, because luckily I didn't spill this time, but I have spilled before, like a half of one of these pint cans, and it's a mess. So extra rags is amazing. All right, I'm gonna go clean these brushes. One thing I do want to say is that you need to be very aware and careful about your brushes when you're painting murals, because if you leave anything out and it's sunny or windy or warm, that paint is going to dry so fast and ruin your brushes. So always have a brush either in paint or water if it's not being used, and try to clean them frequently, because it can build up really fast and harden really fast. So yeah, be sure to like change out your water, and when you go to wash your brushes, make sure you're like really getting up into the bristles near the part where they come from. I forget what it's called. But yeah, any kind of comb tool to help you go through the bristles is very helpful. Yeah, and you don't want to leave your brushes sitting in water overnight or anything like that just while you're painting, because that will also ruin them. So I hope that helps. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform that allows you to do everything you need for your website all in one place. So I use Squarespace as an online portfolio and an online store. It's so convenient to have everything all together, and a lot easier for my customers to find me. So today I am updating my website for the newest mural that I just finished in this video. So I took all the photos and picked my favorites, because I don't want to have too many in the gallery, and I ended up picking like one or two favorites that would be the front image, And one of my favorite things about Squarespace is that you can upload your images and then edit them right there on the website. So you don't have to have Photoshop or like save a bunch of different files just for the right size. You can crop, you can even like put filters on it if you want. And it's really useful. I also really like all of the options and customizations for galleries on Squarespace. So I've made a lot of different galleries, and sometimes there'll be a lot of images and sometimes it's just like 5, which I have here. And it's really easy for me to make it fit perfectly. Let it like customize all of where things are and what colors are showing, things like that. And it's really also cool that they let you put a map option. So like on my mural page, I can put the location of each mural, and someone can, who wants to find it, can like find it and have the address there so that they can, you know, take photos in front of it or whatever. It's a really cool feature, and I didn't expect that actually. I was like so surprised when I found it. Squarespace also has a lot of really good customizations for the website. Everything's really intuitive. You can just upload your information and your photos and it looks great immediately. If you want to try out Squarespace, they have a free trial. And if you go to squarespace.com/Jacquelin, you can get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the process of this newest mural. I had so much fun creating it, and I am still in love with painting murals. It's so much fun to paint that large. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about murals that I haven't covered, leave a comment below, and I'm going to try to do like a Q&A style video. Maybe more of the business side about things. Like I'm still beginning. This is like my 5th mural, I think, but I can share what knowledge I do have about it all, and hopefully I can help you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.